In 2013, Youth Foundation West Heidelberg extended its youth-led grants program to include Parkville College, a school for young people in custody, some of the most vulnerable young people in Victoria. According to the Youth Parole Board Annual Report 2013-2014, 60% were victims of abuse, trauma or neglect. 41% had previous child protection involvement. 56% had been suspended or expelled from school. 13% were parents. This is some examples of what the young people came up with when asked what they would do with a $1,000 grant.
One of the areas, I know it sounds so simple, but students decided that they would like access to books. We have books, but they wanted particularly targeted ones at their levels. We had a boy from West Heidelberg who's with us at the moment, and he announced to us while he was with us in remand that he'd read his first novel while in custody with us. I know that sounds like such a small thing for some people. For this kid it was monumental. We've been fortunate enough to have money that will be donated towards veggie gardens. So in the past, within custody, food's just made in bulk and delivered to the kids. We really want to take a step towards cooking our own food.
First of all, we'd like to thank Bendigo Bank and Youth Foundation for all the hard work they've done through the last year with Parkville College. A couple of our girls wanted to create a book for their children. For the first time, we've seen two of our girls that have been our most disengaged kids within school actually wanting to come to class and participate, which is truly remarkable. The second grant that we were fortunate enough to get was for sports uniforms for our Oakview unit. We wanted to give them some sort of sports uniform to make them feel proud to be able to compete in inter-school sport.
Dear Youth Foundation, I'm a student at Parkville College, and recently the Foundation gave me the opportunity to write a children's book with a grant. I'm so proud of what I've achieved and of knowing that my book is being read by other people and possibly helping young children not to feel so scared. Seeing the finished copy has inspired me to write another story because now I know I can do it. None of this would have been possible without your support and help.
My name's Benji Gersh and I'm a teacher at Parkville College, and I just want to have a quick chat about some of the projects that we've been lucky enough to get funding for. So first of all, it's probably worthwhile talking about the McLeod girls who funded toys for our girls. So some of our students have kids of their own, and when they come to visit, the smiles on their faces when they're playing with the toys is just unbelievable, and when the kids leave with a beaming smile, having played with their mum or dad actually, and played with toys instead of sat in chairs and looked at each other across a table, is a huge difference in what's going on at our school. Another project which we're very proud of is that the girls in the Cullity unit have designed and will soon wear a school uniform to school instead of what's called section clothes. So instead of wearing a blank t-shirt and just blue pants, they're actually going to have some pride in their education, which is incredible.
I'm writing to say thank you for getting a grant together so girls from Parkville Youth Justice Precinct can play with some brand new toys with their children. It gives mothers like me a chance to bond with their children and have quality time with them with some toys. So thank you.
I think one of the things that strikes me especially in retrospect about the 18 years I spent on the Youth Parole Board is just how soft the voice of the child was, the young person was, how difficult it was to hear the voice of the young person in that context, in the institutional context. And so it's really good that an organisation like Bendigo Bank can show interests in these hitherto ignored aspects of the development of a child. These are children who are the most vulnerable in our community. They're the children who are the least heard, and it's really great that there's projects that are working towards really addressing the aspirations of these children, because I think too often the plans around these children are basically up to the time they get out, or very soon after that, maybe when their parole finishes. But yes, these children have got dreams, And whilst a lot of their dreams are not going to be achieved, they should be allowed to have them, they should be allowed to be supported in achieving them so that they do move on in their lives and different aspects of their lives become just absolutely the same as any other child. So I really think it's great that Bendigo Bank are addressing some of these issues.